Today I wanted to share with you my hair care routine at 51 years old and how I have transformed my thin aging hair that was falling out and just looking a hot mess, and now I've transformed it from this and turned it into this. I will quickly go over my hair care routine and the products that I'm currently using and what I have done to get my hair to grow so long and healthy. And I'll also share how easy it is to style my hair. The number one question I'm asked all the time is what shampoo I'm using. And the other question is if I have extensions in my hair. No, I do not have extensions in my hair. And I did just recently go and I had, I guess it's called balayage, because my hair was starting to get a little darker, because I do color my own hair at home. Yes, I use box coloring, but with the balayage, she kind of, just instead of me having one all over flat color, she just kind of gave me a little bit of dimension, but in a very natural way. I didn't want anything looking crazy. Probably the number one question I'm constantly asked is what shampoo do I use? I switch up my shampoos very, very, very often, but this shampoo and conditioner right here, I go back to this one all the time. And it's on sale right now, so that's why I thought, oh, well, this is a good time to share my hair care routine since people have been asking for an updated one. This is by Graceful. It is on a really good sale right now with some free gifts. But if you deal with thinning hair, your hair shedding, your hair's falling out, this makes such an amazing difference in my hair. And the funny thing is every time I get a ton of comments on my channel where you guys are like, oh my gosh, share your hair care routine, your hair looks so full and amazing, which I'm not a hairstylist. Half the time I don't. You guys see, I just slick it back in a bun because I'm lazy and I don't feel like styling my hair, which my hair doesn't even take that long. I'm lazy. But every time when I do wear my hair down, 9 times out of 10, nobody leaves comments unless I'm using this shampoo and conditioner. And this is the one that when I go to different salons, even when I'm traveling in different countries, when they ask what shampoo I want them to use, if I see that they have this, I will ask them to use this because I always have the best looking hair when they use this particular shampoo and conditioner from Graceful. Now, I do like a few other products from Graceful, but out of all the shampoos and conditioners I've tried from this brand, this is by far the most amazing shampoo and conditioner. This is their Densifique line. If you're like me and you deal with hair that was thinning or maybe it lacks volume and you want your scalp clean, but you don't want to suck the life out of the rest of your hair, so you want super hydrated middle and ends of your hair with lots of volume and hydration and moisture, but you want just really your scalp to be nice and clean, and you want the most gorgeous, glamorous hair after you use this. This is like magical shampoo and conditioner every single time I use this. Now, I will say this is on the pricey side, so I only buy this when I can get it on a discount. But once I really do the math, it's really not that pricey because this would last me for the longest time, because you don't use the same amount of this as you would, say, a regular shampoo. For all of this hair, and I have, you know, a lot of hair. It's not super thick, but I have a lot of it, and I use maybe like a marble size of this, and then I just lather it up in my hands first, and then I concentrate it on my scalp. But you know, like other shampoos, I would have to use, I'd say 5 times this amount. So this is like 5 times the concentration of any other shampoos that I've ever used. So that's why I really enjoy this. And when I am traveling, especially when I go to other countries and I have like suitcase limits, you know, I want to bring like 7 or 8 suitcases, but I'll try to just bring 2 to 3 suitcases. But this is one of the shampoos that I will bring because I know that, especially if I'm out of the country for a long time, I know that this is going to last me the entire time because it is so ridiculously concentrated and it's not something I'm gonna run out. I might be saving money up front if I pick up one from the drugstore, but they're just not concentrated the way something like this is. And I will use up that drugstore shampoo, I mean, within like 10 washes compared to this. And I really enjoy the conditioner as well. So the shampoo and conditioner, even though I do rotate through my shampoo and conditioners very, very often, this is the one that I go back to all the time. And this is the one that every time I get like a gazillion comments of people saying, hey, it's time for you to do an updated hair care routine. It's when I'm using this shampoo and conditioner. So clearly there's something about this shampoo and conditioner that it obviously makes my hair have lots of body and makes my hair look halfway decent on camera compared to the other shampoos and conditioners that I use. If you are gonna buy anything else in this sale, this is it's a night serum. Let me just read what the actual name is. One moment, because at 51 years old, I can't see anymore. This is their 8-hour magic night serum. This has plant-based proteins and niacinamide in it. I just put like 2 pumps of this on my hair before I go to sleep, on just dry hair before I go to sleep at night. And it's almost like doing your skincare on your face at night. So it's kind of like skincare for my hair. It doesn't make it greasy, it doesn't weigh it down. I don't have to wash it or anything like that. It's just putting a little bit of skincare on my hair at night, and then I wake up the next day, instead of my hair feeling like straw or feeling gross or, you know, feeling dehydrated, or instead of my pillow, you know, sucking the life and the hydration out of my hair, it almost like magically transforms my hair overnight while I sleep. And I wake up and my hair will literally look like this. I mean, not exactly like this, but I just have to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit, run my fingers through it. Even this morning, I put this on last night. Even this morning, I woke up, you know, looking all crazy, and my husband said, "Wow, your hair looks really pretty." Of course, I started laughing because I had like a pimple here, like a pimple patch on it, and I've been drinking eggnog lattes. And I was laughing. I'm like, he notices my hair, but of course he doesn't notice any of the other imperfections. But if you want something that is really, really amazing on your hair while you're sleeping, this will last a really long time as well. This is one of their #1 sellers. It sells out all the time because it really is that impressive and works really, really well for keeping the hair nice and hydrated and healthy while you sleep. One other product I wanted to share that I wanted to tell you I don't think is worth the money, because if you are shopping in this sale, this says that this is one of their best sellers. Now, if you love this brand, let me know if you like this, but I didn't like it. So, and it's really expensive for what it does. I just recently purchased this, so maybe that's why. Maybe I just haven't given it enough time. This is their Chronologiste, I think is how you say it. I think it's like one of their intense hair masks. I just didn't feel like it was super duper hydrating and moisturizing for my hair, but it had really good reviews, so perhaps it would work great for you. But for the price, even, you know, with the discount, for me, it just didn't work great. So if you have never tried this and you were wondering if you should spend the money and pick something like this up, for me, I just wanted to share, I did not like this. But I don't know, if you've tried it before, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if this is something that you liked for your hair. All right, the next question that I'm asked, probably at least get at least one comment asking this question in almost every video, is what hair color do I use? And like I said, I color my hair at home. I just color my roots only. I am, for those of you that are new to my channel that haven't seen my older videos, I am pretty much, maybe I'd say 70% all gray or white hair, pretty much all over the front of my hair. I've been gray since I was, I don't know, 28 years old. And I'm not about to spend all that money to keep going to the salon every, you know, 3 weeks to have my roots touched up, because I just think that's a waste of money. I color my hair with this hair coloring. I've tried probably every single other hair coloring at Sally and other ones at the drugstore, and I like this one the best. This one, specifically this one by L'Oreal, this is their L'Oreal Excellence. I use either shade 6A, I think, their light ash brown, or I'll just use their light brown, whatever I can find. They both kind of look the same on my hair, so, and I only, literally will only cover the gray regrowth. Now they have another one called Preference. I don't think that that one covers the grays as well as their Excellence does. All right, now let's talk about hair shedding and hair falling out. Remember, everything I share in this video, this is just what works for me, but I would always consult with your doctor or your dermatologist if you're dealing with hair loss or hair thinning, because it could be, you know, a thyroid issue. Perhaps you need to have your vitamin D levels checked. It could be a whole bunch of different things. So I wouldn't just start willy-nilly, just start popping a bunch of different supplements and thinking that, oh, I must need a biotin supplement. I don't take biotin supplements because biotin causes a bunch of acne for me. was able to reverse my hair loss and hair shedding without using a biotin supplement. I have 3 products that I think work really, really well for hair that's falling out and hair shedding. One of the biggest things that I've been doing for my hair, golly, probably for I'd say 10 years, but I wasn't consistent with it until I would say probably about 2 years ago when I started, or maybe 3 years ago when I started posting, sharing the kind of the thinning hair. And so one of the biggest things I started doing is I started using different scalp oils on my hair prior to washing. I researched different ones that would help block the DHT. DHT, I think it stands for dihydrotestosterone. And what that can do is that can suffocate our hair follicles basically and make them fall out. That can happen in our eyelashes, our eyebrows, and our hair. And so I like to use different products that will block that DHT. That's what I'm using in my new eyelash growth serum that I've been using now for a couple months that does not contain the harmful ingredients that prostaglandins. I don't know if you guys have been hearing a lot of eye doctors saying stop using things like Balayage and Grande Lash because they're melting the fat around our eyes, causing that hollowed out area. But I've been using a more natural eyelash growth serum that has natural DHT blockers to prevent my eyelashes from basically suffocating and falling out. And my lashes, I realized I don't even need to use those super expensive lash growth serums that have those harmful ingredients. I now use a more affordable one and my lashes are growing just as good, just as long, but they're super fluffy, super healthy. So not only is that helping with my lashes to grow by using DHT blocking ingredients that are natural, that's what I also like to use on the scalp of my hair. But this is one that's really inexpensive that you can just pick up at the drugstore. And this is by the brand Miel. This is their rosemary mint. This has a bunch of really nice ingredients that will help promote hair growth and of course also help block the DHT. What I like to do with this, I never sleep in it. I would not sleep in hair oils. I could go in more detail on hair oils in a whole other video, but I put this on my scalp usually about 30 minutes to maybe 4 hours before I'm gonna wash my hair. And so what I do is I will just, before I have oils or anything in my hair, I brush my hair. I use this hairbrush. I probably have a couple hairs hanging. This is, I think, a Tangle Teaser. I'm gonna link every single product down below. So if you're like, she's sitting too far away, we can't see. It's so much time for me to keep holding each product and getting it to focus and do this each time. It actually is very time consuming for me because I am just so not into technology and I'm not that good with the editing. And then for me to find each clip and then to pop each one up on the screen and all of that. Sometimes when I have tons of time, I will do that. I hope you guys are okay with it. If I just link each product down below, will you guys please forgive me just for this video? When I have tons of products to share, it's just easier for me to do that versus doing all this stuff, if you guys are okay with it. But with my other videos, I will go back to making sure, because normally I sit really close to the camera and you can like, you know, see up my nostrils and see every pore, and it's much easier for me because I'm closer. But since this is a hair video, I kind of feel like it's appropriate for me to sit far away for you to see my hair. So I hope that's okay. Before I start, I like to brush my hair just with no oil or anything in it. I brush my hair with this because it's very gentle. And then I will even use something like this and just kind of do like a little scalp massage, or just use my fingers. You don't even have to buy anything special for that. And then I will just kind of section off my hair and put, you know, like a few little dropperfuls of this. And then I'll just use my fingers and massage it in. And then when I'm oiling my scalp, I also like to oil the ends of my hair before I'm gonna wash it. Now I've used this one by OGX. This is their penetrating coconut oil. I've used this for, I don't know, 5-10 years. I don't even know how long it's been out, but I've used this after I've completely styled my hair. I've put like literally like a pea size in my hands, you know, rubbed it together and then just kind of smoothed it on the ends just so they're not fuzzy. And then I saw Abby Young, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, say that she uses this as her pre-oil treatment on her ends. And I thought, I'm gonna try that. So now I've been using it ever since all over my ends as a pre-oil instead of a post-oil treatment. And basically what it does is it just protects my hair when I do shower and wash my hair. And it's really made a big difference keeping my ends and the rest of my hair super, super shiny and healthy. The other thing I've been doing is if I try deep conditioners or hair conditioners Of course, I'm not gonna do it with this because this is just stupid expensive. But if I have some that are affordable, I will coat all of my hair and condition my hair before I wash it, just from the mid-lengths down. And when I get in the shower, that protects my hair also. So you don't have to rush out and buy this. Even before I started having a YouTube channel, I was guilty of having, you know, sometimes 3 or 4 conditioners on hand that maybe I didn't love, but that's a good way to use them up so that they don't go to waste and expire. Use them before you wash your hair, put them all over your hair, and it's kind of like a pre-treatment. It'll condition your hair and protect your hair, and then you're gonna wash them out. This was sent to me, and I didn't test it out right away because, I don't know, I didn't like the bottle. I didn't like how you have to dispense it, but I finally looked it up about 6 months ago, and I was like, all right, let me just see. It had great reviews. And this is, what does this say? This says super strength hair serum fights severe hair thinning. It had amazing reviews, and they said that this is like one of their biggest sellers for hair products, and it's only like, I don't know, $11 or something like that, $15. It does have alcohol in it, kind of high up. Yeah, and you can even smell it, but from what I read is that is like a penetrating ingredient, so it will help it to penetrate into the scalp a little bit better. But it just feels like kind of water, like a watery serum, and it evaporates really fast. It doesn't leave my hair greasy, oily, nothing like that. So I could put this on and then style my hair and you wouldn't even see any grease, oil, nothing like that. I think that's a problem a lot of people have with a lot of leave-in type hair treatments, is that they leave that buildup. They make the hair look oily, and this doesn't do that at all. And of course, it's super inexpensive. This is another product I think is something that you might wanna talk to your doctor about or do some research on. If your hair is thinning and falling out and you have dandruff and an itchy scalp, you might want to research a dandruff shampoo, but specifically one like this. I think it has ketoconazole. Yeah, that's what's in here. Now, I don't have dandruff, I don't have an itchy scalp or anything like that, but I still just like to use this maybe like once a month. A lot of times people that are dealing with that dry, itchy, flaky scalp and their hair is thinning and falling out, that's why. It's because their scalp is not healthy. And this type of shampoo can help prevent the hair from thinning and falling out. So you might want to treat the dandruff first before you're treating the hair thinning. It's the same thing with melasma, with hyperpigmentation. If you have hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and you have acne, you don't want to focus on treating the dark spots but not treating the acne, because then you're just going to keep getting dark spots the more and more and more you have acne. So treat the acne first and then focus on the hyperpigmentation afterwards. And that's kind of the same concept with this. This will treat the dry, flaky, itchy dandruff, and then in turn, you can focus on the hair thinning and the hair falling out, and this kind of does all of that in one. So if you're not sure, of course, talk to your doctor, but maybe try using something like this, because maybe that's why your hair is thinning and falling out. Now, this is gonna make your hair feel like straw afterwards. I only put this on my scalp. I do not wash all of my hair because your issue is on the scalp. And I leave it on my scalp for about 10 to 15 minutes so that the ketoconazole, the medicine that is in this, can kind of go to work, and if anything is trying to build up on my scalp, it can kind of handle its business and take care of it. If you don't have any issues with that, I don't think it's, you know, I probably don't even need to use it, but I like to, and that's what I do. But I will say that when I use this, this will make your hair super voluminous afterwards. That's one thing I think it will do. So use a really good hydrating and moisturizing conditioner after you use something like this. One thing that has completely transformed my hair, which I think is ridiculously expensive, but this has lasted me forever. This is from the brand K18. Now, I've read reviews and a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I hate it. My hair felt like straw. And then they said they use like 6, 7 pumps of it. For all of my hair, for all of this hair, I only use 2 pumps. I think a lot of people are using this wrong, and they're using so much of this. When I first started using this, I used it, I think 6 washes in a row. I think that's what they recommend. And now I use it maybe once a month or once every 3 weeks, something like that. But on the days that I use K18, I do not put oil in my hair. I don't oil my scalp, and I do not put oil on the ends on the days I use K18, because I want this product to fully be able to penetrate into my hair. And so what I do for shampoo, I will use a detox shampoo, and I just repurchased this again. Now K18 does come with their own detox shampoo, which I do really like, but I like this one better. This is by the brand, I think Way is how you say it. This is their detox shampoo, and I love this shampoo. I don't know why I bought this big one, because this is gonna last me for 800 years. If your hair's fried, if you've got a lot of bleach on it, if you've done a lot of damage to your hair, you might wanna look into a product like this. All right, now I'll just show you a quick demo of how I style my hair after I wash it in the shower with my favorite Kerastase shampoo and conditioner. I never put a regular towel on my head. I always like to use some type of a microfiber towel, so this is one that I use most often. I'll link my favorite microfiber towels down below. I like to put some type of a leave-in conditioner on. This is the one that I'm trying to use up by the brand Oribe. This is their Hair Alchemy. This is a fortifying treatment serum. I actually really like this. This is really like silky on my hair. And this is also really good for hair thinning and hair falling out. I'll see if I can find it on sale right now, but don't buy it unless you can find it on sale, because this is kind of pricey. But if I can find a discount somewhere for it, you know, I'll definitely make sure I mark that down below. But there's plenty of other, I'll leave some other leave-in products that I like, especially if I can find one on sale. I'll leave that down below. But this is just, I'm just trying to use it up. I'll link my blow dryer, my brushes, my curling iron down below just to make it really easy if you're interested in how to do your own at-home blowout. And that's what you just see me doing here in the video. I always make sure I'm concentrating the mouth, or whatever you call it, of the blow dryer. Now, I didn't say this was a technical video. I don't know technical hair part names of the hair dryer, but I'm sure most of you get what I'm saying. So the mouth of the blow dryer, I always make sure it is pointed down on the cuticle of my hair. I never blow it going up my hair, because then it's gonna look like I have split ends going all the way up my hair shaft. So I wanna seal that hair cuticle, and I wanna lay it flat and make it look nice and smooth. This brush that I'm using is my absolute favorite brush. And funny thing is no matter where I travel to, even in different countries, this brush is the exact brand of hairbrush that hairstylists use everywhere I go. Now the other brushes you see me using are these brushes, also from the same brand, but are these like the coolest ever? The handle and the brush, they come apart. They're not broken. When you're using this to blow out your hair, to give yourself a salon quality blowout at home, after you have it in, instead of taking it out and then the hair falling, you just clip this off, leave this in your hair, and put a clip on there. And now this acts as a curler or your hot roller, and this can stay in your hair till they're cool. Love these. Whomever came up with this invention, like, hello, an amazing invention. So these are some of my favorite hair brushes, curlers, whatever you want to call them. Now if I want to have some curls, since I do have really long hair, this is one of my favorite curling irons, because of course it has this nice long barrel, so it's really easy for me to get big chunks of my hair in there. I don't have to do little pieces at a time. So I will just curl all of my hair away from my face, so I can have, like, you know, Charlie's Angel type hair, but you can curl it whatever direction you like. One thing, I always use a heat protectant. I just picked this one up. This is by Bedhead. I think this might be new. This is really strongly fragranced, but I do really like it. I think it's called Some Like It Hot, but again, I'm gonna link every single product I'm using down below. But always put some sort of heat protectant on your hair before you use a curling iron or a blow dryer, because you don't want to fry your hair from the high heat. And this is just the styling spray that I like to use right after I do each curl, kind of just hold it there just so it'll kind of cool in my hand and hold that shape. It's a very lightweight spray. I think it's called Style on Steroids, and it's a texture and finishing spray. This is also really nice. I'll just lightly mist it over my hair after I style it, and I can even run my fingers through it afterwards. It's not hard and crunchy like a regular hairspray is. And then in the end, I like to put some type of a hair oil on. You can use this little coconut oil, but only use, I'm talking like a dot, like not even a pea size, like half of a pea size if you use this, because it will be really oily on your hair if you have my length. But one that I really love is this one by K18. You just need a few little drops, and it doesn't make your hair oily, but it also adds some really nice protection to the hair, and it just kind of smooths the hair so it doesn't look frizzy or fuzzy. It has a lot of 5-star ratings because it really is an impressive hair oil, and it really does give you a lot of nice shine at the end without weighing the hair down and making it look super greasy. And that's what this one will do. It will make it look super greasy. So if you use this as a post styling oil, just be really, really careful. And then the other thing I like to do in between coloring my hair, it's just not time for me to color my hair yet. It's only been a couple weeks, but I do have some new growth grays. In the meantime, I like to hide the grays, so I will just use a root concealer. I spray this on. Look at that, how I go from white roots and now I magically have brown roots again within seconds. And then I have 3 tips that I think are really, really important that I think make a huge difference. When I am shampooing my hair, I always double cleanse. The same way we cleanse our face and do a double cleanse at night to take off all of our makeup, or the same way we're cleaning our kitchen floor. I saw an esthetician give this analogy on Instagram. The same way we clean our kitchen floor, we have to sweep first and then we do the mopping. That's what we do when we're doing a double cleanse. We're basically sweeping, we're breaking up all the makeup, the dirt, and all of that stuff off of our face, and then we're going in and we're mopping our face with our cleanser. That's pretty much what I do when I wash my hair. I always do a double cleanse on my scalp, especially if you're using an oil. So I will use whatever shampoo first if, you know, I want to save money and I don't want to use this up. But like I said, it's so ridiculously concentrated. I'm not really that concerned about using it up because I only need to use the teeniest amount. But I always wash my hair 2 times, always. And that is something I do think has given me really, really amazing results to get super thick, full, healthy, non-thinning, non-shedding hair by making sure my scalp is really, really, really clean. So basically I'm sweeping all of the stuff off of my scalp first, and then I'm going in with a second cleanse. Notice that your first cleanse, you might not build up that much lather with your shampoo because that first time your hair is breaking up all the oil and all of the dirt and the grime that's just kind of sitting on your scalp that's built up. After you wash that away, that's when the ingredients that are in your shampoo, like something like this, that's really good to help with hair shedding and hair volumizing and to help get that denseness back and that fullness back in your hair. That's when these ingredients can penetrate and really go to town and make your hair really get the benefits of the shampoo. But if you only wash your hair 1 time with it, it's not really going to penetrate. It's not really going to absorb, especially if you wear dry shampoo, if you wear mousse and hairspray and different styling products. So it's kind of the same concept as doing a double cleanse on your face. And the other thing, I don't know if I mentioned it because this is a long video, but when I do hair videos, they're pretty much always long. The other thing is I do not wash all of this. So when I'm in the shower, I'm not scrubbing all of this because this is just naturally going to get clean as the shampoo rinses off. I only focus on my scalp. Just try it. If you have always been scrubbing your hair like this, stop doing it and just try it my way, just, for 2 weeks and see if your hair condition changes. But we do not need to be scrubbing all of this. Just scrub your scalp and just let the shampoo kind of do its thing as it's rinsing off. One other tip is I never sleep on cotton, not because I'm bougie or anything like that, but cotton is very absorbent. Cotton is not only going to soak up my skincare that I've taken the time to apply on my face, but cotton is also going to soak up all of the oils and hydrating ingredients that I have on my hair, and it's going to dry out my hair. So if you wake up and you're like, man, my hair feels so dry, or man, my face feels so dry, try switching out your pillowcase to silk, not satin, but silk. I will link the ones down below that I like. I don't spend a ton of money on silk pillowcases, but I will tell you, sleeping on silk makes a world of difference. Also, I may have mentioned it, but one other really big tip, if you want your hair to look full and voluminous and not just kind of flat and stuck to your head with no body, when you put on your conditioner, don't put the conditioner on your scalp. Don't put it all over. Just concentrate your conditioner from your ears, the bottom of your ears and down, and then let it sit on for a few minutes and then rinse it out. One other tip, I do not brush my hair when my hair is soaking wet. I'll use my fingers to detangle or run products through it. I will also try to dry my hair with a blow dryer about, I'd say 80% of the way, maybe 85% of the way before I start actually drying it and styling with the round brush. I don't want to do it from, you know, super duper wet, because then that's adding more direct heat on each strand. And I also don't brush my hair after I have this oil on the ends. Also, one other tip, if you feel like your hair is falling out and it's thin and it's shedding, you might want to reconsider using your leave-in like spray products for gray roots or dry shampoos. I still use these all the time, but only if I know I'm gonna wash my hair within a day or so. I will never use something like this or a dry shampoo and then not wash my hair for a week, because think about it, these products are sitting on your scalp. They potentially could end up clogging that hair follicle, and I don't want something suffocating my hair follicle and then making it, you know, shrivel up and fall out. So I do use dry shampoos. I do use these products to cover up my gray roots in between coloring my hair with my box coloring, but only if I know I'm gonna be washing my hair within the next day or so. So just be mindful of that. I would stop using dry shampoos if you only wash your hair like once a week or once every couple weeks, because now you're just purposely leaving that buildup on your scalp, and that potentially is the cause of your hair falling out, because your scalp is not a healthy scalp when it has all of that buildup on it. If you stayed till the very end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'm happy to help you out as much as I can. Of course, remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist. I can really only share what's worked great for me. Again, I will link every single product I shared in this video. If you wanted to see another video about the lash growth serum, the one that's healthy for our lashes, and why I have stopped using the Revitalash and the ones that eye doctors are saying are terrible because they are melting off the fat around our eyes and causing our eyes to look hollow and making us look older, I will link the lash growth serum, the healthy one that I'm using. I'll link it down below. But if you wanted to see a video with more details on that topic and more details about why the new lash growth serum I'm using, why I love it, and how it's making my lashes super duper long and healthy and thick and fluffy, I will pop that video up here if you wanted to click on it and check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.